Can we start?
Start.
In honor of my Grandmaster Ajahn Sitawong, Jeet Kune Do Ultimate India, I'm going to demonstrate the three basic traps first with a reference point. This is the lowest common denominator we always take. The first series is called the Pak Sao, which is, and then you take it back. So when you're training, you can pull it back also. But once you want to trap, so that's the first barrier, and then I cross the second barrier. You see I have trapped both his hands. So this drill is called Pak to Pak. The second drill, if he crosses center line of my hand, it's called Pak to wedge. I turn and I wedge his hand, making sure that both his hand is trapped. Then I Pak Sao from here, back face, lob Sao, and Pak Sao again. The third drill is called the lob to lob. I back face and I pull and I lob Sao. Once I am doing this, at the same time I am also controlling his elbow, because the reason is from here I want to destruct his knuckle and I want to punch him in case he blocks, and then I go into hacking hands and breaking again. The next series in Jeet Kune Do, just give one more example, is Jao Sao. When I do Jao Sao, you see there, his line gets opened for him to punch my face. That is the reason when we do Jao Sao, we don't keep our hands here. We keep our hand on the center line. Because once I'm moving from here, he wants to punch me, I've got this. So once I go Jao, now I have a line which is covered. And now I use from Filipino martial arts, the gunting. I cut his hand, then I go and then I lob back to the basic trapping again, which depends completely on how he gives the energy to me. I'll show one more time. From here I chow, I cut, and then I lob and hit. And from this side I can go to headbutt, knee, headbutt and elbow of Filipino martial arts. The third series is Jutsao, means the jerking hand punch series. From here, as soon as I punch, this is a normal Pak Sao, but sometimes I park him and I want to slap his ear. In case he blocks, in Jutsao means I jerk his hand, I don't pull his hand, because if I pull his hand, he comes with a headbutt on my face. So from here I hit, I jut, and then I punch, and then I cut, and then I can punch him again at the same time. The same series can be done. Once I go from here, I can go low. In case he blocks low, I go high. Now once you see this, I can either go jut and cut from here and then lob Sao and Pak Sao. So every time we trap, we are making sure that his hands are completely trapped. Now, one more thing about Pak Sao is, since in Filipino martial arts, we use everything which is a blade base. Once he's punching me, my concept is to cut his hand in Filipino martial arts. Then you finger jab him to the eye and then you thrust him with the knife. The same thing is translated in Filipino martial arts as a gunting with this. So you have to park this and you cut. You shoot a finger jab into the eye. Make sure the hand is not like this, because it keeps his line open to hit me. So from here, once he's punching me, I cut, making sure it's checked, and then from here, I hit, he blocks, depending on his energy. If it is away from the center line, I do Pak to Pak from inside. If he crosses my line, I can either wedge or simple cut to Buji and then hit again. Or from here, I'll lob Sao and then I go into Lobai, which is breaking both his hands. Also, when you're doing Pak Sao, if I have a knife with me and his Pak Sao is weak, what happened, look, he's going to get cut again. So he gets cut. That is the reason when you hit Pak Sao, make sure you pin his elbow towards his body. Now, see, even if I cut, he is able to move and he can go to Hubert from here. And I want to cut, see, push, and he can change my energy every time. And from here we can go to knife tapping. So that's how you basically train in Jeet Kune Do. Now the other thing in Jeet Kune Do is, which Bruce Lee bought from fencing, which is twisting hip and stop hits and straight line offense. Meaning to say, in case of a straight punch, if you see this, my body in Jeet Kune Do is linear, it's not frontal. There are two strands. One is a triangle stance of Jeet Kune Do, which is this one. The other is more linear, which is squared stance used for kicking. So once I am in a squared stance and I get a straight punch, I am going to adopt the principle of fencing, which is I thrust. And if you see from this line, once the punch is coming exactly on my nose, then if I change, I open the line. Now once I am doing this, I am going to bisect his punch and shoot at the same time. So his punch is inside punch and this is outside in Jeet Kune Do. Or it is a double beat. That means once he punches with that park and I hit him, can be a back fist, or can be a straight, or can be a slap, or can be low and then high, block and then go to elbow, elbow, push. You control, knee, headbutt. So in Jeet Kune Do you have to be very supple. When he punches me, I can slip. In boxing, you slip like this. In Jeet Kune Do, it's a little bit going down. There's a reason. If I slip here, I can't punch him because I'm in a squared position. But if I go little 45 degree, you see I can touch his body. That is the reason when he punch, I low punch. In case he's also Jeet Kune Do trained, he will Pak Sao stop me from here. So we practice our drill. One. Now from here, as a practitioner, you can adopt fakings. That means I go 1, I hit, which is a half beat, or 1 and then a 2, and then I do 3. You can go into outside pole if you want to go into grappling, lock into single arm bar, trip. You can go to your Dumog from here. Similarly, if he's a boxer, one is old school Jun Fan Jeet Kune Do, which is based on Wing Chun. As soon as he cuts, I cut also. As soon as he jabs me, I jab him. Actually, once I open finger jab, it goes into his eyes. The other concept is, I park and I punch, and from here we can go into Bruce Lee's Jeet Kune Do hook punch, going into leg sweep. The third variation is Kali, which Dan and Santo adopted, was a open, no guard, open guard. As soon as he punch, I zone out and I finger jab his eyes. I can grab and then I can hit and break. Let's do it from the other side, right leg. This is here, so either I zone outside or I zone in. So once I'm zoning out, I finger jab, I grab, kick, Pak Sao, elbow, elbow, heart, or and from here I zone out. In case he blocks, you hit again, block, and then you can go into lock. So, and the last part, all these things are coming in Jeet Kune Do from sensitivity drills, which especially my master Sita Wong taught me, which is based on Wing Chun Chi Sao, Don Chi Sao, Hubert Lubert from Filipino martial arts, Tai Chi push hands and circular hands. So we start from Don Chi Sao. We do it slowly. This is energy based system. As soon as I push him, he brings his hand down, he punches my nose, I do Bong Sao, reading his energy. Now from here, I can shift into Bong Sao Lob Sao drill. He lobs me now and he backfists me. In old school Wing Chun, they disengage. The reason we don't disengage is the moment he disengages from me, you see this again one more time, he disengages, I got another line open from the right hand. But if I do not disengage with him and I stick, even if he punches me, I control his elbow. So in our J.K.D. Kali, Sita Ultimate Jeet Kune Do, I'm controlling him and moving in triangle footwork into Bong Sao, Lob Sao. From Bong Sao, Lob Sao, I use the energy, I can go shift into Don Chi Sao again and then go into Hubert. And then from here, since in the beginning of the lesson I taught a lowest common denominator, which is a reference point. So from Hubert we go into our what we call trap. So from Hubert we again go to park or Pak to edge, or Pak to lob, or Pak to Jiao Sao, and then Jutsu, Jiao, slap, hit, lock, and then I can change his energy into Tai Chi Pushan. As soon as he pushes me, I change, and then I can go to Don Chi Sao. See, reading the energy. Bon Sao. Now from Bon Sao, Lob Sao, what I can do is also from here is called small trap, which is as soon as he hits me here, I trap this, and then I can go into straight blast. So all these drills are very important, and in my 26 years of martial arts experience, I attribute my most combative drill to my master Ajahn Wong, and now my disciple Arun. Okay, we salute. Thank you Ajahn, thank you very much.